Okay, back to the German impulse. So we only have 3 cards. We lost one because of fuel. We played 2 more as combat tactics on the Allied impulse. I'm going to play this 5th Panzer Army card. And keep it simple. We're going to use this to activate 1 corps, the XLVII. As I've been saying, I need to protect this road. This piece will move here. That's going to keep an Allied from moving here or here. Hence, this road should stay fine for zone of control. Before I come back down here, let's start running this piece too. 1, 2. So there's no roadblock check here because I'm next to it. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we'll just move on the road. This piece here. What I don't want to do is create my own gaps where I can get a piece surrounded or something. So if we go 1, 2, 3, that's 3, that's 2 points. Three. 4, 5. I'm going this way. 4, 5. Or should we go this way? I don't want the Allies moving into Havelange. 1, 2, 3. He could. So that'll be 4. Let's do this instead. 5. Nope, nope, nope. It's not on a road anymore. How about here? That could be 4. That protects Havelange. We'll do that. All right. These guys. I'm going to move him off of here. One to break contact, 2 on the road, 3, 4, 5. One to break contact, 2 on the road, 3, 4, 5. Move him here. I'm also going to move him here. Because on a subsequent move, I might be able to use one of them and bring them around to help strengthen. Okay. Do I want to do anything with these guys? No. What I'm thinking about is protecting these positions somehow, because the British are inevitably going to start deploying pieces in front of me. I'm going to need to be able to get off the map at some point to earn more points. So let's use this. One, two. I like that. One. Two. This bridge here, I think I need to check. Enters a hex bordered by a bridge that was in Allied supply. Yes, it was in Allied supply, even though right now it wouldn't be. So 1 or a 2, that bridge will blow. 7, that's good. 2. Is that getting greedy to try and take this? No, I can't jeopardize my road. Yeah, as it is, he cannot go from zone of control to zone of control here or here. I do want to go ahead and sit back on this town. 1. Yes, that's it. Good. Trying to establish the entrance point for the OKW. So that card is out. Nothing else to do. Draw 4 more cards here. 1. We'll come back to this because of fuel. 2, 3, take it. 4, 7th Army card. All right. So today is the 22nd. 9th Panther just comes to a screeching halt. 9th. That would be that piece, that piece, that piece. I wasn't going to move them. I'm going to live with that out of fuel. So we discard that. We need 1, 2, 3 more out of fuel markers. Out of fuel. Out of fuel. and out of fuel. Oh, okay. Okay. Back to the Allied turn. U.S. 1st, 7th Corps, 84th and the 3rd. First of all, no special events for the day. Check to deploy the 84th and 3rd. Nothing in the reinforcements box. No expedite command. No assign replacements. We will check if we activate the 84th and the 3rd Armor. Initially checking that is eligible for an improved position. Therefore, they will activate. And we're looking at there's a 3rd Armored. He cannot lead an attack. 3rd Armored cannot lead an attack. We have 3 pieces of the 84th. There's the 3rd Armored. So we've got 3 infantry, 2 out of supply. Activate sequence is valid here. Oh, the wandering behind enemy lines. Again, out of communication. He's in communication. And so is this one. Okay, so they're not wandering, and they're in towns. All right, 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. 01, 09, and 16. So fill the gap. For starters, these 2 are VP hexes. They're not going to do anything. They're going to protect the VP hex on all these cards. So they're not going to do anything. So starting with the biggest number first, 27. So number 9 is the unit proximate to an empty position to which a German unit is also proximate. He can't move. Okay. That one. He could. So proximate to an empty position to which a German unit is proximate. If more than one choice, move to highest hold value, then fewest MPs required. So he may take this because he's proximate to that. Clearly that has the highest hold value. And he's not going to be... I'm going to consider him as preserving the line because he's just moving it from here to here. He's not creating a gap. And he's not... Well, technically he would be enlarging this gap. So really it might be here. Because there's a, there's a number of spaces here. He'll maintain that if he moves to the 3 position, but he widens that if he comes to the 6 position. So I'm going to put him on that spot. Okay. The next one, the 09 can't move. So that's to fill the gap. The attack, they are not stronger. We're only looking at those 2 pieces now. Even if he gets dinged a point, 3 is not greater than 3, so nothing on the attack. Unit or stack is not adjacent to a supplied German unit. Well, they're both next to a supply German unit, so nothing on that move. We will build IPs here and here. So he digs in. He digs in. So the net result there is they basically kind of, you know, took a better position here than where they were there. And that's it on that activation. Okay, back to the German. You know what? Let's activate that core. Okay, let's get these guys up around here. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could actually do an attack. 2, 3. All right. That's what we'll do. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure out of supply still maintains zone of control. But we're going to double check and make sure. Yeah, he has to be isolated before he loses zone of control. If he's out of supply, if attacked, the enemy attackers may draw 1 extra chit and disregard 1 hit. Okay. So that one will move here. None of those combat tactics. So this will be a bit of a lightweight attack. These are cut in half, so the strength of 3 here becomes 1. And then this would be 2, 5, 7. So it's going to be 8 attacking 4. Ooh. So it is only 2-to-1 odds. He does have armor. He is in a town. He is out of fuel, though. He does not get to draw a card for a combat tactic. So let's take our minimum draw of 2. Okay, that won't apply. Everybody's got combined arms. That won't apply. The max draw will be 2, 3, 4, 5. Elite makes 6. Extra bonus because he's out of supply makes 7. So I'm going to draw all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We were 2-to-1. Does not apply. He's in woods. Does not apply. He's in woods. We have 2-to-1. And he is unsupplied. So that and that, the D hits offset. the town he's in absorbs that D hit, and our attacker hits is offset. So it's that attack had no hits to anybody. So we'll throw these chips aside. Throw our card aside. Draw one more. Oh, two more. Okay, so that's the last of our cards for the day. And today's the 22nd. Piper unit is out of fuel. I'm not doing anything up here anyway. So that piece just ran out of fuel. I don't have a fuel marker. I'm going to put, I'm going to use a fuel depot marker for that. All right. Okay. Back to the Allied. Oh. All right. This will be big. U.S. 3rd Army, 3rd Corps. We do not have any specials for today. Tomorrow we would have. Today's the 22nd. Deploy all Corps reserves. We have a stack of the 26th. We have a stack of the 4th Armored. And we have a Cav. All right. The order of these being placed. The S's are first. These all have S's. Then it's the numbers. We have 1, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he's also in there. 7. He's got an S. All right. So these are all called strategic reserves. They get placed before any without the S, but they all have an S. All right. Is this the first of the 3rd Corps? Yes, it is. Their deployment zone is going to be from here on down. So the bottom 2 bands. Fortunately, I strengthened my lines over in here, but let's see what we get. Deployment method A. We use first. All right, empty position, core area, can trace supply, German unit proximate, not in danger of surround, not in a German-held town or city, etc., etc. All right. And then within those, we do not have units of the same division or the Corps Army. So we do have it in the same army. So we're going to be focusing on within 3 hexes of the same army. And then highest hold value. So we can focus on spots within 3 hexes of these guys or these guys. Okay. In other words, we're not going to be looking up here because we don't have, 3. These are all going to be more than the 3 hexes away. So I'm not even going to look at up here right now. Unless we have anything that snuck in up there. No. All right. We need the little helmets. Let's start within 3 of him. So, is that valid? Let me look at the proximate rule real quick because I have out of fuel pieces that cannot move. So that might be meaning movement restrictions imposed by terrain, enemy zone controls, roadblocks, and army boundary lines, as well as stacking limits in the destination hex and supply state are taken into account when determining proximity. So, I cannot move a German unit here. I don't think. No, I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, not proximate. How about this guy? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one is proximate. It's not in danger of surround, or is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, because he's not surrounded there. So that would be a valid position. I'm proximate here. Likewise, I cannot surround that because that one cannot move. The only movable piece right down here is that one. That one's negligible because it would cost 1 to break away. That becomes 2. He can move as far as here. That would not be a valid spot because if he moved 1, 2, 3 here, I could move. Maybe not. That might be valid. I'll check. We'll check when we get there. That one's valid. That one is valid. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's next to a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one is valid. Forgot where I was. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. If I moved, if a piece was here, I could get this to here. But I could not get this one to here. So that one's valid. Now we're where I don't have anything proximate. So those are all valid. Next, are they all within 3 hexes of a unit of the same army? Yes. So now it's the hex with the highest hold value. If more than one, the westernmost hex. I'm going to leave these here for now. 2, 2, 2. That one's a 3. That one's a 3, 2. So it's going to be this one. Okay. So the first unit of the 4th Armored goes into Neufchâteau. On to the second piece. Now we're going to be focused on being within 3 hexes of a unit of the same division. So we're going to be looking at here, 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 not here. Okay. Again, it's going to become, oh, is this valid now? Yep, because that's not in danger of surround. So then it becomes, same division, highest hold value, a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2, then the westernmost. So it's going to go here. So there's the next piece. Okay. Those are still within 3, still within 3. No. How about this one? or this one. Okay. That's there. That's there. Oh, we have to be, German unit has to be proximate. Hold on. So this hex, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not proximate to there. Actually, with a strategic movement, he is. So I'm going to count it proximate. Let me look up strategic movement in case it says you don't consider that for proximate. Strategic movement 11.6. Does not say. So, so he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's proximate. That is too. So I'm going to consider that as valid. So highest hold value 2, 2, 2, 2. Westernmost again. So we're going to say that's where he goes. Now, what other hexes are added to this? I'm not proximate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not proximate. Now we're getting into the, well, let's see. Can they keep driving up into here? Boy, I hope not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm proximate here and here, but let's see if those are in jeopardy of, actually it would have to be this one because of the 3 hex. Is that in jeopardy of surround? Probably not. Wow, they're getting awfully close to my supply route. I think it's valid. So again, we're going to be on the westernmost of all this stuff we're looking at. Ohey. That becomes the cavalry. All right. Continuing on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. So this hex now, I don't think is valid because he could go 1 to break contact, 2 down the road, 3, 4, 5. Piece could be sitting here, and likewise a piece could go here. So that's not valid. It's in danger of surround next to an allied piece. No longer proximate. Not proximate. Okay, so now we're probably looking at these. So they're all 2s. It's going to be the westernmost again. Okay. That probably just opened up that hex also, because it can no longer be surrounded, and I'm now, that was proximate. Yeah, I cannot surround it now. So now it's going to become highest hold value. They're all 2s. Then westernmost will be this one. Okay. And then I'm not proximate here. So it's going to become that one. Okay. Well, it's like Patton has arrived to cause mayhem. And that's the end of the 3rd Corps deployment. Okay. Let's just eyeball what we've got going on. Do we still have a supply path? We do. We need to keep this piece off of us. Method A does not. Oop. I need to take a look at some of these. I may have to back them off. Able to trace Allied supply. Okay. Let's. Nuts. I think it was this one, that one came in late. Those are valid hexes, but this guy can get off the map. This one, though, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This hex does not have a supply route, so he would be out of supply already. So that piece did not go there. It would have gone here, I believe, and then we had a piece that went here, then here. And we have one piece to go. We don't have any more hexes proximate. So we probably would be falling over to method B. Put into a hex with the same division, highest hold value, then westernmost. So that was a 2, a 2. This one is westernmost. So that's where the second piece of the 26th would go. Okay. Yeah, they weren't able to deploy way up in here because of supply line issues. All right, so back to the German impulse now. So my road isn't in the jeopardy I thought it was at the moment. I do think I shall, well, those pieces can immediately come into play the next time. You know what? Let's get these to, hold on. That piece is not, oh, those are eliminated. Oh, good grief. Oh, sorry. So these belonged here, these reserve units. They came in there yesterday on the 21st. So on the tomorrow, the 23rd game day, I could deploy those, or I could deploy them now. I think I'm going to deploy them now. Let's get these on the board. Okay, deploy core reserves. That's going to be these two pieces. They're the same division, so they have to deploy in the same hex. They have to be on a supply line road within 3 hexes of that, at least 3 hexes from a German piece. So 1, 2, I could put them here. Or even all the way up here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put them up here. Okay? All right. So they're on a valid supply line within 3 hexes, at least 3 hexes away. That's the extent of that German impulse. Back to the Allies. U.S. 3rd, 8th Corps. We do not have a special for today. We do not have any reserves in the reserve box. We do not have any to expedite that are on the next day. Assign 2 replacement points would be next if we have at least 2. Nope, we kind of had that before. We're down to 1 point here. Nothing on the others. Activate units and corps as long as we have a 2-to-1, etc., etc. With that piece and other units around it, we have at least a simple 2-to-1 against that hex. So they will once again activate. 1, 2, 3 cards. 13, 17, and 20. Okay. Germans exposed. Start with the lowest numbered piece, which would be number 13 here. Unit or stack is approximate to a German stack with situational strength of 2 or less. Well, theirs is 4, theirs is 5. Unit or stack is approximate to a German unit or stack with situational strength 2 or less. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this nice one. All right, so these are in the forest. So they get 1 point each for being in the forest. Let's get our situational strength. +1 if you're in the forest. Notice there's a -1 if you're out of supply. Okay. This is out of supply. So that 2 is really a 1. And he's in the woods. He's got no other bonuses. So that's the situation. Action. Move to the weakest qualifying German unit. That is already next to the only qualifying unit. Remove 1 step from target. Isn't that nice? So that's simply gone. Okay, eliminated. Not even a chit draw. If target eliminated, check for 1 hex advance as if combat had occurred. Target may not be attacked or subject to this action again in the current activation. Oh, that's fine. So we will check for an advance. It's on the, what you would call the other route. You know, that's primary, secondary. Go to the advance rule. No units in there. It's the other route, so a 1, 2, or 3. But advance into surrounded hex. He would not be surrounded. No advance if it creates or enlarges a gap. He would not be... He would not be enlarging a gap if he moved here. In a sense, he could be. Oh, he also loses that because he was in combat. I'm going to say, in a sense, he would be in judgment call. We're going to let the dice take care of it. Because if he moved here, he could move up. But he's, there's no gap. There's no gap in the line, and if he moves to here, right now this is zones of control. If he moves off of that, he gives up that as a zone of control. But there's still a line. All right, we're gonna roll the dice. A 1, 2, or 3, he advances. A 1. All right. So he will advance. All right. Germans exposed. That's... Oh, crap. After all of that, notice it's only numbers 1 through 19. He's number 21. Put him back. Give him back his improved position. Give me my piece back. And he's out of supply. Okay. So nothing for Germans exposed after all that. I missed that. Now we have a move. Unit or stack is not adjacent to a supplied German unit. Supplied. This one we'll look at. Oh, he's next to supplied German units. So nothing on the move. And no one's in jeopardy of surround, so there's no withdrawal under fire. So that becomes a non-event on that card in the end. All right, back to the German. Oh, I had to discard that card with the out of fuel on Piper, by the way. So, now... I'm going to use this 7th Army card to activate one 7th Army Corps, specifically the 53rd, the LIII. Okay, so we're going to hopefully address this supply issue by moving this piece to here. Okay. And we've got 2 pieces up here. So they deployed last impulse, but they did not activate. So they're entitled to be activated this time. I want to bolster my defenses. Right now, their supply route is 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're on a road. If this was to cross that river, that would disrupt this road being, oh, that's, oh, here. If he were to cross here and put zone of control on that hex, all these pieces using that, which is 1, 2, no, that's their supply line out. Same with this one now. It would become 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on the road. This one 2. 1, he's in a friendly hex. 2, 3, 4. So I need to make sure a piece does not move to here. So I want to use one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. To hold him at bay on that side of the river. Likewise, it would take them a couple turns, but this piece, if he were to ever move to here, that would cause me some problems. He probably wouldn't do that, because he would be in jeopardy of surround if he moved to here. Let's get this other piece going though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bastogne is probably going to come under some pressure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's at least get him to Bastogne. We then have flexibility to move him elsewhere as needed. And that's it for that card. Discard. I might have time for an allied again. Let's see. XVII. Let's pick that up on the next recording.